Hey everyone, this is Unlock 24, and today they've actually released, or not released, but they showed us what the next full box is going to be, and that's going to be Galactic Origins. And what it says is wielding the powers of the forest and the oceans, the defender of Earth has arrived. So the primary card in the set is Elemental Hero Terra Firma, and for this card, what it does is where Elemental Hero, you can fusion Elemental Hero Ocean and Elemental Hero Woodsman, and must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. You contribute one face-up element to your monster. This card gains attack equal to the attributed monster until the end phase. So overall, it's a decent card, I guess. It is 25, so it is a little bit better than the fusions that we currently have. And the next thing is they are giving us an Exiled Force, and overall Exiled Force, I think it should have been released a couple boxes ago. It is a welcome addition to the destruction monsters that we have, which are Exploder Dragon and what was it, Yomi ships and Maneater bugs. This one's a warrior, so it does have a lot of. You can get it back with the warrior returning alive, and if you don't know what this card does, is you contribute this card to target one monster on the field, destroy that target. So it's a really good card. Hopefully, they should have given us Marauding Captain. Marauding Captain, I think it's like a tutor to this card to where it can do a little bit more damage. You inflict 1200 and destroy a monster with Marauding Captain. Uh, and then next we are getting Gladiator Beast Heraklinos, and we are getting most of the Gladiator Beast, which I was thinking that they weren't going to release the Gladiator Beast for another year or so, but they are releasing it, and this is going to be the next, I think, the next best deck that's going to be out there in Duel Links. The deck overall is really good. They are missing one of the fusions as the one that requires two Gladiator Beast, but even with the fusions that we do have, the deck it's still gonna be really good because it does have a lot of destruction. It has a beatdown monster. I mean, it just has everything. It can remove cards from graveyard. It can destroy monsters, destroy back row. I mean, it has versatility when it comes to basically the deck can really do basically anything. If you want to go ahead and make a beatdown version, you can. You can go ahead and use just a straight up bestiary. I think that's the name of the card. I think I'm thinking about that one destroys back row, and you can just focus on that. But overall, this guy requires level threes, and the effect is ridiculous. And I don't remember the effect right off my hand, and I can't read it on here. So let me go ahead and search it out. That's Gladiator Beast Heraklinos. Alright, let's go to the wiki. Alright, so what it says is you need a Gladiator Beast Liquori, which it's actually super easy to get, and two Gladiator Beast monsters. Must first be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. So you can contact fusion. You do not use polymerization. During either player's turn, when a spell or trap card is activated, you can discard one card, negate the activation, and destroy it. This card must be face up on the field to activate and to resolve this effect. So the effect is tremendous. It basically can negate almost basically anything by just discarding a card. So this is a key card to get. Maybe you might need two. I don't know, in Duel Links, I think one might be good enough, but you always want to have that extra one just in case. The next one is Saffira, Queen of the Dragons, and this card's actually, I think it's going to see a ton of play. It is a level 6 and it is a light, so you could see a lot of what is it, Cyber Angel mixed with Saffira, Queen of Dragons, and this card is really good. It does a ton of things, and what it says is you can ritual summon this card with Hymn of Light during the end phase of this card. If this card was ritual summoned this turn, or if a light monster was sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard this turn while this card was face up on the field, you can activate one of these effects. You either draw two cards and discard one. Discard one random card from your opponent's hand. Add one light monster from your graveyard to your hand, and you can only use one Saffira, Queen of Dragons effect per turn, and only once that turn. So basically, you either discard a card, you draw a card, or get a monster from your graveyard. So the effect is really good. You will be seeing a lot of Cyber Angels with this card, and hopefully I do get a couple of copies of it when the box gets released. And I don't have an exact date. I actually forgot to read it on the actual app. The next ultra rare is gonna be a Cosmic Cyclone. Pay 1,000 life points and target one spell or trap card on the field. Banish it. Alright, so I'm guessing This is a little bit of an upgrade to Twister, but it's not much of an upgrade. You do get to target any card, so and it does banish it, so it's really good on. The only thing is that chainable cards are still going to be able to be chained, and so it's not really going to do much when it comes to that. Hopefully, we do get an MST soon. I think we will be needing it since there's a ton of trap cards now. There's that mirror wall. I mean, there's a ton of cards, and I do think that we do need the MST. However, Cosmic Cyclone is a good I guess a good substitute for it, and a lot of the top players is gonna be are gonna be running three of these with maybe a barrier or a way to gain life points back. But I think getting copies of Cosmic Cyclone, it is gonna be a must if you're gonna if you want to remain competitive. All right, the next one, Into the Void. All right, so Into the Void, it's I don't know the impact that it's gonna have in Duel Links, but in the TCG, it does see a ton of play in counter decks and anti meta decks. You can see a lot of it in counter fairies and Ruxstun and just a ton of anti meta decks. And what it does is activate only if you have three or more cards in your hand. Draw one card during the end phase of this turn. Discard all the cards in your hand. So basically, in anti-meta deck, you're setting a lot of spell and trap cards. So you never get to discard anything. So it's basically +1. So this one, I don't know again the impact that it might have in when it comes to Duel Links, but I will be trying to get a couple of them because I do like to run counter fairies, and Into the Void is it's a good card to run in counter fairies. Another Rush Recklessly. Rush Recklessly, it's a decent card, but we have Mirror Wall and we have a ton of other cards that are way better than Rush Recklessly. It is kind of a surprise, and if your opponent is or whenever they release Jinso, I guess this is going to be a good card to play against it. But other than that, I don't see it seeing much play. And then First Aid Squad. Target one normal monster in your graveyard. Add it to your hand. When a normal monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your graveyard in defense position as a normal monster. Warrior Earth, level 3, 1200 attack, 400 defense. This card is not treated as a trap card. You can only use the effect of First Aid Squad once per turn. If summoned this way, banish this card when it leaves the field. So it's a nice addition to the token cards, I guess. But overall, I don't think it's going to see that much of a play. And of course, we have example of combos. Excuse me, I'm super sick. I started getting sick yesterday, and now I'm getting like way more sick. The Terra Firma Gravity. It's a neutral, and of course we're getting impenetrable attack. During the battle phase, activate one of these effects. Target one monster on the field. It cannot be destroyed by a battle or by card effects during this battle phase. You take no battle damage during this battle phase. So basically, this is a tutor to the Gladiator Beast, to where you can just attack without any precaution, and then you can just freely tag out. So that is going to be a destruction of a back row, or destruction of a monster, or removal of a card. Basically for free. It's a free tag for the Gladiator Beast. And of course, here's the Gladiator Beast Liquari. This guy can just tag himself out for something else, for any other Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. Except you can't get another copy of himself. Alright, so we've gone over Exiled Force, Terra Firma, and we are getting another ultra rare Neo Flamvell Sabre. While your opponent has 4 or less cards in their graveyard, this card gains 600 attack. While your opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, this card loses 300 attack. Alright, I don't know why it's an ultra rare. It should have been just a standard rare. I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna see a lot of play, other than like in like a Macrocosmos or Dimensional Fissures when those get released. But for now, I don't think it's gonna be seeing that much play. Alright, we are getting another ninja, level 4 light, 500 attack, 1800 defense. Once per turn, you can send one trap card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon one level 4 lower ninja monster from your deck in face up defense position or face down defense position. This guy is gonna tutor white ninja, I guess. Other than that, it's not gonna really see much of any other play. Should have just been a super rare maybe. It does get you to where you can summon a free monster, I guess. So that's why I'm guessing they have it as an ultra rare. But other than that, I think maybe you might want to run 1 or 2 copies in a ninja deck, but other than that, I don't see much use for him. It is a light though, and it does have a decent defense. Alright, Cosmic Cyclone, we went over. Alright, we're getting Berserk Dragon. Cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned with a deal with a Dark Ruler and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each during each of your end phases. This card is just 500 attack. Alright. Overall, this card I don't think it's going to see much play other than like a casual deck or something like that. Not really competitive. The fact that it loses 500 attack just kind of kills the card. Heraklinos into the void, Saffira. And then we're getting Trifotressops. Machine effect. During either player's turn, if your opponent summons 3 or more monsters this turn, you can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way, it is unaffected by other cards' effects, but loses 500 attack during each other player's standby phase. Alright. This card's gonna be completely irrelevant. I don't even need to do a review on this one. It's gonna suck whenever you get it from a booster pack and you see it's an ultra rare and then you get this. Now, Rush Recklessly, we've gone over. Alright, Athenian. This deck could potentially be decent, I think. Again, you can special summon it whenever you have the pyramid out. Sorry about that, but anyways, potentially could be good. I don't know how well it might be. It could be a decent swarm deck in duelings, and since it does have a huge attack. I don't know if they released the trap card. We'll see here in a bit. Alright. Alright, there's an elemental here, Woodsman. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can add 1 polymerization from deck to your graveyard. It's gonna be a decent card, I guess. Andal. You do run 1 or 2 of these in the Gladiator Beast deck, so you will need a couple of them. Impenetrable attack, gone over. Gladiator Beast and the Rokies. I'm gonna have to search that up. And I don't even remember this card being played at all, or maybe it's a fairly new card, so I don't even know what it does. Let's see. Alright, 3 Gladiator Beast monsters must first be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. You do not use polymerization. Cannot be destroyed by battle. If this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle it into the deck, special summon 2 Gladiator Beast monsters from the deck. Alright, so it's basically an ancient gear golem, which it's not gonna see that much play, I don't think. You're better off with a Heraklinos. Alright, where were we? So, alright, we were here. Alright, we're going to that we've gone. Mask of Brutality, it's an equip card, so automatically not one of my favorite cards, equip cards. The equip monster gains 1,000 attack and loses 1,000 defense during each of your standby phases. Pay 1,000 life points or destroy this card. I don't know, maybe some random might be running that, but I don't think it's going to do much. You do want to get at least 1 copy of this guy. This guy tutors a lot of OTKs. And whenever more monsters get released, I think this guy is going to get... It's just going to be one of those cards where you can just easily OTK your opponent. And it's 1 UFOroid and 1 warrior type monster. A fusion summon of this card can only be conducted with the above fusion material monsters. The original attack and defense of this card becomes equal to the combined original attack of the 2 fusion material monsters used for the fusion summon of this card. So I think Gate Guardian is a warrior, isn't it? Yeah, so use Gate Guardian and UFOroid, and that's already an OTK. There you go. You can go ahead and start off with maybe, what is it? Element Unite, and once you get a polymerization and UFOroid, you can go ahead and attack for game. So you do want to go ahead and get a couple copies of it, and since it's a super rare, you should probably will. It does, like I said, it can OTK your opponent like super easy. Right, of course, Gladiator Beast Liquori doesn't need any introduction. Elemental Hero Storm Neos. Alright, let's see if the image will come up. Alright, there we go. Decent card, 3,000 attack, but it does require a ton of cards, so it's irrelevant. Alright, they are giving us some Fire Fist stuff. which again, this is kind of a new thing. Came out like 2 years ago, if I remember correctly, 2 or 3 years ago. And overall, the Brotherhood of the Firefish is actually really good deck. So do try to get several copies of it. This particular one isn't as great, but they are gonna become more. Whenever they release more, they are gonna get way better. When the Exceeds come out, it's gonna be one of the better cards out there. All right, so next one. Oh, we're getting My Body as a Shield. This is one of my favorite cards. It protects you from basically any destruction. The cost is kind of high though. It's 1,500. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster effect that would destroy a monster on the field, except when damage step, pay 1,500 life points negate the activation if you do destroy it. That one might see some actual gameplay in competitive. Oh my god, this cough. Another Sphinx to Leia. Again, those were released to like a movie pack. I never really did anything in TCG, but in Duel Links, I think you might be able to pull some OTKs with it. Alright, UF4 requires for the fusion. Disciple of the Forbidden Spell. This guy doesn't really do much of anything. This is 1,700 attack defense. This covers, let's not even read that. Neo Space, Elementary Aqua Neos, Neo Space Pathfinder. There's the Murmillo. This is one of the cards that you will running while when in those Gladiator Beast decks. So it's a really good effect. Sorry guys. I'm like I said, super sick. Alright, whereas Murmillo, Test Tape doesn't really do much of anything. Respite is actually a really good card. Shuffle 2 Gladiator Beast cards from your hand into the deck, then draw 3 cards. I'll have just a Searcher, Accelerator, Sedary. 2 Gladiator Beast monster must first be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. Okay, so you're gonna see this a lot more. It's not the one that requires best the one that destroys background, but it's still gonna see a lot of play, I think. Fire Formation Tensu. Oh, we're getting Tensu. This is the Searcher, or is the other one the Searcher? In your main phase, you can normal summon one Beast Warrior type monster in addition to your normal summon set. You can activate one of these effects for turn. Oh, Beast Warrior. Alright, so this is the. Hopefully, we get the other one too. So Tensu allows you to summon another card. Alright, Brotherhood of the Firefish Bufob. You get a Firefish, level 4, fire, so Firefish are going to be really good. You have light the ritual for that bird. Well, it was a bird, right? Infinite cards, irrelevant, bottomless shining sand, again, I think irrelevant too. Neobug's actually a decent insect with 1,800 attack. This is one of the cards that makes Advanced Ritual really broken. Neobug, Neospatian Glows, Spell Economics, Ballista Rampart Smashing, Neospatian Marine Dolphin, there's a Damikari, another Gladiator Beast. You will need the battle. What is it? Oh, I wonder if we're getting the actual trap card that makes the deck really good. I didn't see it in the super, so we're probably not. Keep only to a Gladiator Beast monster when it attacks, destroy one spell or trap card on the at the end of the damage step when the equipped monster is returned from your side of the field to the deck, and this card is sent to the graveyard. Return this card to your hand. It's a decent equip card, but again, it's an equip card. Gladiator's Return, parry. It's a Neo Space Gladiator Lash. Actually, only when you special summon a Gladiator Beast monster, your opponent discards one card of other choice. Trojan Gladiator Beast, Hell of Justice Unlimiter, Sacred Spirit, Spirit of the Ice Barrier, Neoflama Garuda. Oh, this is one of the things going to see some play. Let's see. Your interface, if you control another face-up Flamvell monster, select one card in your opponent's graveyard and remove from play. I might see some play. Gladiator Beast Augusta. Have we seen the Gladiator Beast that destroys spells? We haven't, have we? Let's see. We can find it over here. And those things, alright. Refusion, card's irrelevant. Cybernetic Cyclopean. This card could be broken if we get the if we can get it to work. While you have no cards in your hand, this card gains 1,000 attack. So this guy is gonna be in handless balance if they don't completely destroy balance. So you might be seeing some cybernetic cyclopeans in the balance deck instead. Elemental Hero Ocean is actually a decent card. Once per turn in your standby phase, you can target one hero monster you control, or in your graveyard, return the target to the hand. An Absolute Zero, I think it's really good, but you only need like one or two copies. Neospatial Aqua Dolphin, Irrelevant Field Barrier. That's a decent. Get it. There's the Alexander. Alexander, I don't think is played much. But I mean, it's still like you can still tag it in. And here is the MVP of the whole deck. This card is just gonna, it's gonna ruin to you whenever it comes out. This is literally the most cancerous card in the Gladiator Beast deck. It is the most annoying card. If I remember correctly, it might still be limited in the TCG. It probably will get limited here in Duel Links as well because the effect is just way, way, way too overpowering. What it does is just basically destroys a card on the back row. It says if this card is special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy that target, and at the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked or was attacked, you can shuffle it into the deck, special summon one Gladiator Beast monster from your deck, except Gladiator Beast Bestiari. Literally, the best card in the Gladiator Beast deck. So you will need at least two copies of it. The deck still works even with one copy, which in my opinion it should just straight out get like banned. This thing is gonna make you so salty when it comes out. It's gonna make you want to throw your phone into a wall. But this is what makes the deck. This and the trap card, which we haven't seen the trap card. Let's see if we can find it. Alright, Bestiari, Colosseum, Cage of the Gladiator Beast. This card wasn't really played in the TCG. Let's see what it does. Plays one counter on this card each time a monster is special summoned from either player's deck. Gladiator Beast monster gains 100 attack and defense. For each of these counters on this card, if this card would be destroyed by a card effect, you can discard one Colosseum, Cage of the Gladiator Beast, to prevent this card from being destroyed. So a free tag out, I guess, so you might want to run a couple copies in your Gladiator Beast deck. Alright, Genetic Searcher, I have Justice, Cosmic Gateway, Grand Jupiter, don't remember what this was. Right, so high level, probably some special conditions, and you're not going to want to bother with it. Alright, where were we at? Lost my spot. Alright, here, Brotherhood of the Firefish, Raven. Raven's it is played. It is played in some builds and others it isn't. It just depends on this cards are gonna be huge whenever XYZ comes out or Exceeds or however you want to say it. Fire Formation Tenken again. This is for the all at Fire Fist. Activate only during your main phase 1. When this card is activated, target one beast warrior type monster you control during this phase. Its effect are negated. Also, it is unaffected by the effect of cards other than this card. Beast warrior type monsters you control gain 300. Alright, let's see. Brotherhood of the Firefish Coyote, Backup Squad, Lab Absorbing Machine, Remove Brainwashing, a Deal with Dark Ruler, a Fiend's Hand Mirror. Oh, there's the Pyramid of Light. And this card's tutored all the Sphinxes and makes it to where you can possibly OTK your opponent. This face-up card is removed from your side of the field. Destroy Andro Sphinx and Sphinx Teleia in your side of the field and remove them from play. Again, if you have this card face up, you can basically special summon any of the Sphinxes. In Duel Links, we only have 4,000 attack mode, so or not attack mode, but 4,000 life points. And those Sphinxes their attack is just huge. You might be getting OTK'd. So you do have to look out for a deck revolving around this card and the Sphinxes, which I think some people are gonna try out. Alright, Neospatial Hummingbird. I don't think it's gonna be any relevant. Terra Firma Gravity, Next, Elementary Marine Neos, Gladiator Beast Secutor. I think this this is kind of what makes Heraklinos whenever you tag him out. And basically special summons to Gladiator Beast Octavius, Disarm, New Space and Twinkle Moss, Objective Unknown Crusher, Objective Nullifier, Thunder Armor, Warm Noble, Objective Reverse Berserk, Caravan of the Ice Bear. Alright, so we're not, well, thankfully we're not getting that Gladiator Beast trap card. I forgot the name of it. Let me search it up. And that trap card is just really what makes the deck. Let's see if I can find what it is, and let me see if I can put it up. Alright, here it is. Alright, let me pull it into frame. So this thing, whenever we get this thing, or the Gladiator Beast deck is just going to be completely unstoppable. I'm glad that they're not releasing it in this set. Otherwise, in that KC Cup, you will see nothing but Gladiator Beast out there. War Chariot. When an effect monster effect is activated, if you control your face-up Gladiator Beast monster, negate the activation and destroy it. Basically, a free Divine Wrath when you have a Gladiator Beast out there. You do run 3, where in the TCG you were running 3. Basically, it destroys your opponent when it gets played. Literally, your opponent can't do anything after this thing goes out. And then you can just get a free tag after that and just completely, and then go and win after that. But anyway, that's going to be my opinion on this box. It is a box that you do have to get. This thing's going to be ridiculous. And then Exiled Force, again, Gladiator Beast Heraklinos. You're not going to be seeing much of him, but you're going to be seeing a lot of the one that requires 2. Well, what's the other one that... the really broken one that you summon all the time? Let's see. Gizaris, I think its name was. Let's see. Yeah, it is Gizaris. Let me go ahead and show you here in a bit. And I'm pretty sure you already know what it is. I'm going to bring it into frame. Alright, so this is what makes the Gladiator Beast deck broken. Hopefully we don't get it for another 2 boxes, because once this we do get this one, it's just gonna go downhill. It's gonna be nothing but Gladiator Beast. Hopefully they don't release it again soon. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this box. I think they're moving a little bit too fast. I wasn't expecting Gladiator Beast for another year or so. But anyway, they are here. They're here to stay. Hopefully they don't get the Chariot, and hopefully the Gizaris doesn't come out anytime soon. But that's it for today. Again, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you are enjoying my content, do subscribe. And I do apologize for all the coughing. I'm super sick. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe, I am selecting one of my subscribers, and I'm gifting them a gift card on November the 10th. I still have to hear from Toma Gomez. He hasn't claimed his gift card. He did left me a comment once, but I'd asked him to go ahead and send me his email, and I'm still waiting for that. So hopefully he contacts me soon, so I can go ahead and get him his iOS card. I do already have the iOS card. He did request an iOS. So I do have it available, so hopefully he contacts me soon. That's it. I'll see you guys next time.